This playthrough is rated T for teen.
You know, Osmond looks like he's about to cap a guy. Greetings and salutations, viewers. Well, I'm back here with another episode of Dark Cloud. In the last episode, we went to the Coliseum and beat Minotaur Joe. What a original name that was. But we beat him by letting him get drunk and then smacked him in the butt. And now we're about to finish the Sun Giant. We just didn't know what we were doing at the previously. There was something we were missing before. Let's go back and see what we were doing that. Oh, another thing. I need to go to Muskalaka. I missed some treasure chests. I'll show you those on screen since I know where those are and I didn't go through random houses. Although I did check all the houses in like Queens and Muskalaka just to see if I'd missed anything, and it looks like I grabbed everything. So I guess when it came, unless I'm just really missing it, I didn't see I didn't see the extra grass cake for Goro, so I don't know. Maybe I just got really unlucky with his defense buffs or something like that. I don't know. But anyway, yeah. If we go into Ungaga's house, we can get a Stonebreaker, Premium Chicken, and Fruit of Eden. Very nice. Alright, now we can go back to the Moon Factory. And I'll show you what I did wrong. I didn't realize it till like after I stopped recording. I'm like, oh, that's what I did. So it's just one of those things where you look at it first and then boom, it hits you. So let's take a look at this guy and see what happens. Oh yeah, and there's a treasure I missed in here as well. Wow. No, I didn't actually mean to jump off because there's a treasure over there. So, well, that's another treasure I missed. I guess technically I could reset the area again and get it, but I'll go and get it right now. So there's this treasure I missed, which has a carrot cookie for Mr. Osmond there. Alright, where's your... Where did that carrot's cookie go? There it is. Yeah, 5. Alright, then the other one is on the lookout there. I forgot about when you build the second layer, there's another floor you can check out on there, so it's on the top thing there. So let's go to that. Yeah, I gotta notice these types of things. Who knows, they'll pop up and bite you if you're unaware. It's like a rattlesnake or something with that. Youch. Now you get a metal breaker. Oh well. But anyway, the problem with our friend here is, hello, Mr. Sun Giant. Who has an arm for a leg and a leg for an arm. Yeah, I accidentally swapped out the leg pieces and everything there, so whoops. Oh well. Alright, that should be it. Sorry, I couldn't do a very good Nick Riviera voice, so. Hello, everybody. Sorry, I can't. Guys, line up. Roger. Yeah, these almost like look like seven dwarves, except they're rabbits. Okay, now this is the mission. Listen up real carefully. Right now at Blue Terra, they are in trouble. A monster called the Genie is eating up the ground. Eating? What? What are you talking about, eating up the ground? And this is where we come in. Boom, the data is there and here. Well, it's very nice, but what does it tell us about the Dark Genie and everything? Are you gonna do a presentation? Their base is at Dark Heaven Castle, an evil castle floating in the clouds. Ooh, evil, It used to be the castle of the East. The Genie lifted it with magic, and now it's using it as its own. How'd you get this information anyway? And it has company. Flag Gilgister. Okay, who's this guy now? Officer of the East. Lagoon Empire Army has ties with the Genie. Unknown. Or his ties with the Genie unknown. Now the mission. Dark Heaven Castle is surrounded by a thick cloud created by the dark energy. This cloud is not easy to penetrate. However, with my original Sun Giant, that dark cloud could easily be penetrated. Heh, giggity. Gee, I wonder if that's okay. Nonsense, it works perfectly. The Sun Giant became perfect when the Pez Sphere was integrated. Pez Sphere? You mean Sun Sphere? There's nothing to fear. But it broke in the test run. Oh, anxiety still remains. No more breaking into pieces, I hope. Yeah, well, they say many words, did you? Shut your mouth! Stop fussing. Let's get ready to attack Darkhaven Castle. All in position. Roger. Well, looks like we're about to attack a castle. Toan, you go get ready for the last battle too. Call to me when you're ready. And he means it too. It is the last battle, so we cannot go back to towns or anything like that after we talked to Osmond about our final destination. So, unlike the movie. Now, you can't shop in the final area, so don't worry about that part. But I would say, at this part, sell all the unnecessary stuff because, as far as I'm aware of, unless I misremember something particularly, we can't go back to the other areas and stuff like that. So I'd sell, like, you know, all your fishing gear and stuff like that, all the back-end stuff, which I would sell this stuff anyway, just because I would have a better place to grind, either be with the sundew or the flapping fish. So I'd just sell all that stuff. I'll do most of this off screen, but I just wanted to show you what my thought process is on going through all this. Yeah, so since I don't really use this stuff anyway, so I mean, yeah, there's some stuff we can buy in the final area, like Dran's feathers and stuff like that, so don't worry about that part. I think we've gotten all the treasure, but yeah, make sure to get every single treasure you can here, whether it be the factory or whatnot. But I mean, even the only thing I checked before we put the Sun Sphere in, so we had pretty much everything ready to go. So okay, you know what? I'll double check with you, back with you folks the next episode if I did miss something. But this is if you have any place to have a hard save, like the top of your file or whatever, this would be it. So let's go ahead and make a hard save here. So we'll make it here or wherever you prefer. So like I said, I can do, that's what the reason I'm doing this is that if I want to go back and do fishing some more, to get some gems through that method. If you don't want to do that, then make sure you have like a ton of money before you do this, if you want to get gem hunting, because despite how easy I've been making most of the game to this point is, this final area and the final boss of the game is no laughing matter. It's actually pretty tough, so you need to have the best weapons in the game, so you better be beefing out two characters, a close range fighter and a far range fighter. So your far range fighters are obviously Zhao, Ruby, or Osmond, and then your close combat fighters are either Toan, Goro, or Gaga. So whoever you depend to use. For me, I'm choosing Toan and Ruby, which is most people who play this game usually suggest anyway, because they're usually the better characters. But that's up to you. And this might be a better chance for you to get weapons from different classes and different builds and weapons and stuff like that. Like I said, I'd probably suggest getting the Drain Seeker for Toan and Ruby on them at some point, which all you have to do is you upgrade a Bone Rapier, then turn that to the Evil Size, and then get the Evil Size to Drain Seeker, and then get that to level 5. So off screen in between the next episode and this one, I'm going to, like I said, upload this file right here that I just saved, get the Drain Seeker up to level 5, and put that into my, probably when I upgrade this to the Atlamillia sword, I'll probably put that weapon into this. There's another weapon you can get, like there's a weapon that gives you like ABS growth, but I think at this point in the game, I don't need that as much anymore. And then there's also a weapon that can give you stop, which will also be another nice item to have, but since it can't be used on the boss, it's not that big a deal. Really, the only things I really want for this guy is shield, steel, and big bucks to help you earn some money in the final dungeon, and quench or durability if you can get it. Durability unfortunately is random, so it's not required, and high endurance will help you anyway, but durability definitely helps with your sword growth. I'm just surprised I got that. And quench, obviously, I think I didn't mention that before, is what you need. But yeah, I would go with Ruby And Toan and Ruby, make sure Ruby is almost to her final weapon, which she is. I just need one. The next upgrade will be her final weapon. And Toan's almost as a weapon too. I get the Atlamillia sword, and then the next one is his final weapon, which there's a couple different versions of the final weapon for Toan, but the one I'm going for is the best, preferably the best one in my personal opinion. So, all right. So with that out of the way, let's talk to Osmond and get ready for the final battle, or final area actually. Almost not yet. Hurry up! Okay, well, anyway, yeah, we're ready to go. Yes, ready. Okay, then, let's get inside the giant. Come on, guys, let's move it. How do we do this again? It's just all tad and settling. Ready here. I keep changing their voices, I know. Dot, dot, dot. Kind of reminds me of Voltron or Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, actually. How does it feel, Toan? The seat has been customized to fit you. Makes me look like a king or an emperor or something like that. Don't worry, it's easy to operate. Place your hands on the control spheres and picture that giant's movements. Actually, this reminds me of Big O, just without like big levers or something like that. But all right, Sun Giant launch. Dome open. Hey, we won't miss it this time. Listen, Toan, the destination is Dark Heaven Castle. Cut through the clouds, now! My castle, it certainly has changed. Seda, what do you plan to do? Or, Seda, what do you plan to do? Yeah, we haven't seen him since, like, God, was it the Dran Cavern or whatever? When Zhao, before Zhao became a cat girl? Simba, what are you doing here? That's my line. It's you. Sorry. That's my line. Sorry, I'm mixing up their voices because the way the text boxes work, it's not obvious at the first. That's my line. It's you. It's you who's unexpected here. You haven't changed. Well, maybe you're a little older. Of course, it's been 400 years. So, you've been living in this age using the forbidden spell. Yes, I've thought about it and came up with an idea for defeating him. An idea for defeating him? Yeah, unfortunately, it's, like I said, the text box isn't swapping closer to the person, so I'm mixing up the voices. An idea for defeating him? At first, my plan was to acquire Atlamillia, but in this age, I realized it didn't have the power to seal the genie. And then I met him. Him? You mean Toan? Yes, one look and I knew. Toan had something I no longer have. I thought I could defeat Dark Genie with it, so I have led him on by leaving treasure in his path. So that's why there's random treasure chests everywhere. Well, you helping others. Helping others? No, that's not it. I just want to sell this cursed fate on my own. In a few days, he will completely take over my mind. I have things to do before that happens. Soon Toan will arrive at this castle. Before he does, open the door to the past, the day, and moment. This clown is pretty darn thick. It's like jelly brain. No. Wonder how deep it goes.
Boss, I see a way through.
What? That's Dark Back Castle! Exclamation point.
Dark Heaven Castle. Here it is.
You're quite something coming all this way. Now then, monster, let's play. What the? What happened to that guy? He wasn't like that before.
Well, this has got the full-on final battle vibe.
So this could be it for us, huh? Jeez, man, don't go and jinx us now.
No truer words have been spoken, my dude.
Okay, Toan, you're in.
Boss, look right in front of us.
Well, well, look at that. Here goes. Commence attack. All right, Toan, it's your turn. Don't blow it.
Wow, it's huge. Watch yourself. Exclamation point. Wow, look at it. It's not kidding around. Hey, whoa, hey. That hurt. Now you have me really upset. I'm not pulling my punches anymore. Get ready.
I would do the Majin Buu voice, but that's so high pitched it would hurt my throat.
Flag, can I just kill it now?
Go for it! Uh-oh, exclamation point.
You got me angry monsters, only got yourself to blame.
Geek, 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 geek.
Huh?
That typical anime trope of never wait until the dust clears. Ah, not even scratch. That's not gonna work on this giant. Now it's our turn. Guys, are you ready? Sun cannon! Fire!
What on? What?
Whee! Well, that's it. That's the final battle, folks. We vaporized the Sun Genie in Dragon Ball Z fashion. I wonder if they had just watched the show. Actually, I think the show had been over for a few, at least Dragon Ball Z official had been over for a few years after, by this point, at least officially in Japan. Anyway, mission accomplished. We destroyed the Dark Genie. Huh. Huh, who knew that's how we were going to be? No final battle or anything? Forget what I said earlier, folks. What? Boss. Look. Are we falling for the, not looking at the smoke thing? Exclamation point times 2. What, flag? What the? Well, in the end, a mouse is just a mouse. I suppose the ruse is up. What you'd call the genie, that was this little one here. And a lucky little rodent that found its way into the urn while I was still imprisoned. Its mere proximity to me allowed it to absorb tremendous magical power. But obviously it was poor material for the power. Your easy victory over it is proof of its limitations. There, me! The boy riding that overgrown tin can must be the keeper of the Atlamillia. Do you remember me, boy? No, but then when we last met, I didn't look like this. I congratulate you for coming this far.
Yeah, that guy did say something about him having his body get taken over.
Well done. You really have no tangible physical form. I used this fool's body. The fool broke the urn spell, blinded by greed. Then the mouse was to be my instrument, through this fool, to bring about the world's end. But enough with the sharing of secrets. Do you understand now? This long game was fun, but now I will end it. Listen well, Atlamillia boy. I will rule this land.
Don't forget about this dragon boy. Oh, wait.
And create an ideal world, an immaculate Eden where darkness rules. Now you will truly understand power. My power, the real Dark Genie's power. Your education begins.
Oh my god, he's summoning Cthulhu.
What's that? Yikes!
Well, this is awkward.
Die.
Oh no, the sun giant. I guess we've lost. Game over, man.
What? This body of this man cannot handle this power. Typical. Humans are so fragile. Well, that's that. I must seek a new host.
Ugh. Hey, Dran saved us. How do you know we were here?
What? You? What kind of rescue do you call this? Did you abandon the others?
Don't worry about it. They're probably all caught in that thick layer of clouds below. I'll take care of them. But we don't have time for that now. We've got to hurry to Dark Heaven Castle. Genie's weekend, but it won't last long. This is probably our only shot.
I know that's not the original voice I gave him, but...
Go, Toan. That monster's a fierce one. Keep your wits about you.
You know, you could stay and help us. We're fighting the final bad guy, you know. No? Okay, see you. Finally made it to the Dark Heaven Castle. Actually, I don't even think there's any treasure out here or anything like that. I was kind of curious. No. And don't worry, we don't have to worry about some certain game mechanics anymore. We just have to basically do the dungeon. But let's go inside and see what is inside Dark Heaven Castle. The genie? Or whatever the genie looks like. Yeah, quite a few twists in there. Like the genie wasn't actually that big goofy guy. He had been released through another way and just possessing bodies in his weakened state. But I kind of wish that had been shown more often, like he had jumped multiple bodies, just not the 2, but eh. Exclamation point, question mark. Hi.
You knew you'd come. I knew you'd come. I knew you could make it. He was born here in this castle long, long ago. This is where the 400-year nightmare began. And the monster was created by me.
Exclamation point.
'Twas 400 years ago. The terror of the East and the West were still at war. I was the king of the East. I fought the West to defend the people. The scope of the war grew, and at last the pivotal battle to decide the destiny of the kingdom began. Pressed by the wizard's army of the West, I had to make a decision. I could see our defeat on the horizon. Then a dark lord came to me with a deal. If the blood of a witch is mixed into a human body, a terrible power is born. If you use this power, your victory is assured, he said. He probably used me as an experiment to see what the effect of the mixing of blood, to see what terrible power it create. I had to make a decision to protect the people in my kingdom. My magic power grew 100 times over. It was a terrifying force. I used that force and destroyed the army of the West, but at a price to pay in the dark blood that ran through my veins. And not long after that, there was an incident, a tragic one. My heart, filled with grief. Grief? Grief? Isn't grief Grief? Began to change. Something was born inside me. It grew great and frightening, and finally emerged. Its power was absolute. No one could stop it. Its blind fury burnt even the countries of the East. That's how the genie was born. I searched feverishly for ways to erase my error, the Dark Genie. It was then that I discovered the stone called Atlamillia from an ancient Toan book. It was a precious gem created by the earth only once in an eon. I learned through a premonition that Atlamillia would appear in 400 years, this era. I used a forbidden spell to travel 400 years to this time, to obtain Atlamillia, that legendary gem, believing that Atlamillia could seal off the power of the Dark Genie. Atlamillia is a link to a different dimension, and its shining stone on your arm, Toan. The moon people were able to seal the young genie. In the urn, Genie gained power and was able to influence the world. You know very well what happened. However, now, even with the power of Atlamillia, we may not be able to stop him. He's a force of pure evil, but his aim is not to destroy the world. His intent is to send his will through time to every age, to take over history by sending parts of his essence to each age. He's a terrifying being. So he wants to go 4th dimension on us, huh? I created a true monster. Toan, Dark Genie is the embodiment of pure negative energy. Or am I thinking 5th dimension? Anyway, he doesn't live, so you can't kill him, but you can change the history of his birth and erase his being. So we're gonna doing an abortion, huh? Exclamation point. Yeah. For that. What the? Oh, what the heck? I think my disc is scratched again because there's a graphical glitch. Whoops. I have no time. The dark blood running through me is taking over. Ugh. If he could, can truly change, or sorry, I can't read that. He controls my mind. I'll no longer be me. Yeah, I have no idea what happened, folks. Uh-oh. Zeta. Zeta, it's too late. It's no use. Stop resisting. Give yourself to me fully. Sorry, wrong voice. Your body, your mind, power. Toan, cross the gallery of time and enter his age. And with the power of Atlamillia. Exclamation point. I can't give up this body yet.
What the? Why'd you commit suicide, dude? Or murder, or whatever?
Gallery of Time. Now I take the steps on my long journey. Open the door and guide my spirit. The forbidden spell.
That kid won't be able to cross the Gallery of Time. Pity he has to die in vain.
Walk Toan into the cursed past to erase his existence. I trust you will know what to do there. Follow the fragments of memory I left in the Gallery of Time. They will show you what you need to do. Now go!
And he died. And welcome, folks, to the final dungeon of the game, the Gallery of Time. Oh, man. This is it. So what we need to do now is go through the ages to find out the Dark Genie's birth and destroy him. Where will our journey take us? What will we find in the Gallery of Time? Will we be able to get back to 1989? Or 89, yeah? Find out next time in the next episode of Dark Cloud. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.